Hey Chattanooga, I'm Gabrielle Chevalier and this is David Cobb, and we are here at Sterchi Farms to kind of take a look at some of the potential development plans here, as well as talk about kind of the history of really this place that not a lot of people know exists.
Yeah, it's on the South Chickamauga Creek Greenway. As you can see, the creek is behind us. The greenway is just above us. It's really a gym, an urban gym, if you will. You kind of forget for a second that you're kind of in the heart of the city in a sense. Just a second ago, we had a train growl past us, and there's just power lines above us, but really there's also a lot of sort of natural environment out here. There's crickets and birds flying around. It's really a beautiful place, and it's historic as well. And so looking forward, the Trust for Public Land in the city of Chattanooga are really trying to turn this location into a landmark along the South Chickamauga Creek Greenway, which of course connects to the Riverwalk.
So really it's about making it an inviting space. They've torn down the old and rotting barn. Now they are trying to save the silo and kind of make it really a landmark feature, which is something that the Sterchi family was really pleased with.
Yeah, interesting thing about the silo too is that apparently it was made with rock from one of the tunnels, perhaps even the Wilcox Tunnel. So it's, you know, a silo, and it was, I don't know, I just think that's cool. Maybe that makes me a dork, I don't know. But it's got that sort of historical element out here that maybe, you know, other places don't. Another interesting thing about it is that it's a Trail of Tears crossing. So this is where the Trail of Tears cross. So obviously a lot of historical significance there.
So, well, since it's October, Halloween is obviously on everyone's mind at the end of this month. So we kind of took a look at some of the biggest haunted spaces in Chattanooga as far as outdoor landscapes. One place that not a lot of people think about is Audubon Acres. The Spring Frog Cabin is considered to be haunted, and many people talk about the fact that they've seen a little boy coming out of the second story window, which no one is allowed on the second story because it's been deemed unsafe. So it's rumored to be the son of the naturalist who preserved the land and donated it. And a lot of people say that they see him peeking out at them or waving at him. Yeah.
That's a little frightening. So that stuff and get out about the haunted places in Audubon Acres, it's very fascinating. I have to admit, I was drawn more towards the River Rocks coverage in this month's magazine, because I also wrote something about River Rocks for the paper. And look forward to next week. Keep an eye out. The Triple Crown bouldering series at Stone Fort on Mowbray Mountain is coming up. And that's a very interesting story. I mean, I know a lot of you guys who are in the climbing sort of outdoor world know about Stone Fort, but even just for the average person who doesn't know, it's just a very remarkable story of one of the premier climbing destinations in the country, also being at a local golf course. So that's a unique working relationship that they have there. I'm going to explore that a little bit for a story in the paper next week.
Awesome. Well, aside from that, looking forward to November, you know, fast forward past Halloween and all the spooky stuff David doesn't like. But we are also taking a look at a place called Project Chimps, which is a really phenomenal story of a sanctuary that sprang up from the ending of usage of primates like chimpanzees in lab research. They actually share 98.8% of our DNA is identical to humans. So for chimpanzees to have been used in lab research, they really, the more that they studied it and looked at it, the more they realized that it was akin to kind of putting humans in these cages. So really kind of taking a look at kind of the beautiful nature preserve that they now get to be a part of.
Isn't it down there in North Georgia somewhere?
It is, yeah. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's beautiful. Right now there's only about 9 chimps there. However, they anticipate that they'll have 200 to 300 chimpanzees by the end of it, anywhere from 1 to 50 years old. They won't be breeding them or anything like that. They'll just let them enjoy their entire rest of their lives there.
That's going to be really cool.
It's a really beautiful story.
So that's in November's Get Out magazine.
It is,
right?
yeah.
Anyway, we've got you covered from the outdoor perspective of what's going on here in Chattanooga. Today we are at Sterchi Farm Greenway. What's on the South Chickamauga Creek Greenway. It's a historic parcel of land, part of the Trail of Tears, and it's a beautiful place, sort of an urban hideaway, if you will. There's some cool things in the works for the future here, so keep an eye out for future coverage of what's going on here at Sterchi Farm Greenway, and thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks guys.
So we're here at Sterchi Farm!
It's so peaceful!
Special shout out to photog Dan Henry, who's behind the camera today.
Making us look fabulous.
Completed the stump jump 50K. Only took him like 27 hours.
Oh, poor Dan.